It's been a while since we have made a MikroTik video tutorial. This will be our starting working topology for, I would assume, a very long tutorial series. So unlike in our previous MikroTik videos, for this tutorial series we will be using the latest stable version of MikroTik, so version 7. We will also use the WinBox version 4. The tutorial series will start from scratch. That means we will start from verifying the default configuration, going through setting up the interfaces, the IP addresses, the system identity. Then we will reach the OSPF or routing protocol and its intricacies until we reach topics such as BGP or Border Gateway Protocol and MPLS. And that includes topics that along the way we will be demonstrating, so such as PPPoE, traffic shaping, and other MikroTik related topics. So we are using WinBox version 4 beta 21, so the latest downloadable WinBox version as of this recording time. Along the way we could touch different WinBox features, so such as workspaces. So if you go to the top right portion, the hamburger button, so we have this interface. So we have zoom, so which I'm using or utilizing, so for the benefit of the viewers. So we have one MikroTik CHR which is powered up, so it's discoverable. So click refresh, and it's using 7.16.1 stable version. So we'll be using version 7 in our tutorial series, release on this date. So we will connect, so using the default credentials, admin without password. So we can click connect here, or we could also double click here to connect to our MikroTik. So let's double click, and there you go, we are now inside the CHR MikroTik router, and you'll now have the MikroTik interface for the version 4 of the WinBox. Let's verify the initial configuration. So normally you'll go to system and you'll check the identity. So you'll see the existing identity. That is why it's named MikroTik, because the identity is MikroTik. Of course we could change it, so just change it in our future video. Again, this video is for verifying the initial configuration. So system, of course, you'll take a look at your resources and determine your device. So if you're following me with a CHR, it will be your settings, or if you're following me with the actual device, then you'll verify your actual version and your board name as well as the resources. Next, you could take a look quickly at system license, and you'll have your license. Again, I'm using CHR for this video tutorial series. Then you could take a look at system clock to set your clock and check the existing time zone, so whether it fits your time zone. Next will be system users. So that is why you'll notice that we can log in as admin, because that's the first or the default user, admin, for which you could create a new user from here, and finally disable this user or remove this user eventually. Then you can go to the IP address, so IP addresses. And for hardware devices, so it will usually carry the 192.168.88.1 address for the bridge interface. But if you'll notice, we have a blank address list, so those are the things that you need to consider, the IP address of your existing MikroTik. Then you could also go to interfaces, so take a look at your interfaces, which are your running interfaces and which interfaces are disabled. So you also have a loopback interface, so we don't have this loopback interface in our previous videos, the previous MikroTik tutorial series. So you can either click and enable if that particular interface is not enabled, and you'll see also in the flag column whether it's running or not. You could also take a look at the bridge menu if there's any bridge that is created. Okay, so bridge and its ports, if there is any. Then you could also take a look at system, or back to the system packages. So what are the packages that are enabled? So again, for this RouterOS 7.16.1, that will be the only package for us. So other things to verify, so obviously if you have your routing protocols in place, in the future videos you have also router ID now here, OSPF and BGP. You have also MPLS in our future videos. Then other than that is make sure that you go through the menus and you're familiar where. So for example, tools ping, so we have our ping here, so tools ping, tools telnet if we need, and tools bandwidth test if we need in the future. So those are the tools that are built in with MikroTik that we can play or tackle when there is a need. You could also launch new terminal and take a look at the new terminal window. So do you want to see, okay, software license, no, change your password, and we will do that in our upcoming videos. Again, this is just to verify the existing or initial configuration or settings of our MikroTik in our working or starting topology, so that we know what are the things that we needed to change. So basically we're just going through the menus that we know previously and those menus that we didn't know, or things that we know but are situated or located differently already, okay, placed differently if there are any. So we just need to familiarize where are those settings or where are those menus, then we are good to go. All right, so as a summary, we verify our existing MikroTik configurations or existing settings in our MikroTik. So we go to system, we did go to the resources, we did go to the users, identity, clock, license, and we go to IP addresses as well. We go to the interface and we take a look at our interface lists. We have only 5 ports here. We have IP addresses here that we also configure an IP address in the future. Then we go to the tools and discover the tools that are in place still in version 7 in MikroTik, and those are the things that we will be using in the future.